All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Rants About Tech Live. Where we at? Number 246 today on this Monday, January 26th. Bit of a silent acknowledgement today. A little silent acknowledgement today. You can't, if you talk about those things, I realized on YouTube after doing some research, the algorithms, they don't want you talking about certain things. They will let you know. So a bit of a silent protest today. Good morning, everybody. Rants About Tech Live, where we talk about tech news, talk about eInk news, talk about random stuff, as you can see along the way. I'm a human being, after all. I'm a human being. If you want to join us, 10 a.m. to kind of whenever, Monday through Friday, we do this tech show, and we're going to be changing this up a little bit here pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. Thanks to the chat crew for being here. I'm here, and do we have? No, we don't have iPhone. We don't have iPhone covers today. Sorry, you guys. Sorry. I normally would show an iPhone view from the back there, but we don't have that today. But what we do have is some tech news to talk about, and we got some randos to talk about. We got randos things as well to talk about. We're going to talk about the holidays first. International Day for Clean Energy. I wish we had more solar power here. in the U.S. Other countries have taken the nod and gone on with their technology. Like lots of companies, over 50% of their energy is provided by natural solutions. So we can do it. The whole world, maybe. Bubble Wrap Appreciation Day. I like bubble wrap. The sound. Some of you got probably bubble wrap at your desk. You play around with it like a fidget tool or a fidget toy, fidget spinner. You know what I'm talking about. National Spouses Day. Show your spouse some love today. For you guys out there that have spouses, I mean, you don't have to wait till Valentine's Day, which is coming up pretty soon here. You don't have to wait till Valentine's Day. Do that now. Today is the day to do that. Just random love. Just shower the spouse with random love today. You can do it. It's cold out. It's a good day for it. It's cold. Speaking of which, it's freezing outside in most of the U.S. right now. I was talking about the South getting some snow. They don't even know how to handle ice. They don't know how to handle cold weather, let alone snow and ice. I feel sorry for those guys. I feel sorry for them. Down in Mississippi, Louisiana, they're getting it. How is it where you are, Aaron? Yeah, it's definitely a snow day for most people. Most people are home today. In Philadelphia, if you are a city worker, you are at home. It's remote work only today. They don't want nobody on the streets. You may get arrested for being out on the streets today in Philadelphia if you don't have a reason to be there. Oh boy, you got some snow coming, Christina Ray. It's fine, just 27 there. I don't know what it is. Let me see what it is in Philadelphia right now. Oh, weather. Now I don't know. Oh, we're 25 degrees. We're sitting at 25 degrees here, so it's not too bad. What about the wind chill? The wind chill, okay, it feels like 9. It actually feels like 7 with the wind chill. So wind chill 7. But we're sitting at 25 degrees right now. It's not too bad. But most of the country is getting hit with pretty bad weather. So shout out to you guys. I hope you. Whoa, where we at? Shout out to you guys. I hope the weather isn't too bad where you are. Who had -5 degrees today? Somebody had -7. Rob is at -7. Oh my goodness, Rob. Christina Ray is at -5. Okay. Chat, stay warm. Okay, you guys stay warm today. All right, let's go ahead and get to the tech news. Actually, you know what? No, we got to get to the random news. Random news first, and then tech news. All right, random news is, I played Expedition 33. Chat. It's trash. I totally expected to like Expedition 33. I totally expected to like it. The way people have been talking, I'm like, this is it. My RPG dreams of getting a real good RPG that's not Final Fantasies. But you know what though? I will say this. A couple things I wrote down. It doesn't suck. It's really good. But it wasn't what I was expecting. I guess because all the hype, things are never gonna live up to the hype. You know what I mean? I shouldn't have fed into it. That's my fault, honestly. But the fighting is complex. The story is complex. There's timing involved. It's an RPG. It's a turn-based RPG. So if you know what those are, they take a turn, you take a turn. It's like a chess match. This is timing-based, and that timing will cause you to pull out hair. I don't have a lot, so I can't afford to be playing games that require me to pull out hair. So it's just like, it's complex. Timing is everything, which causes you to have to fight the same thing a billion times just to get the timing right. The timing is so crucial. So if you take 2 hits in a battle, you're dead. I'm lying. Maybe 3 hits in a battle, you're dead. Typically, it's not like that. Typically, you in a fight with a battle in an RPG, the enemy hits you, they take like 5 points, 2 points, and you have like 160. So it's no real big deal, no real big threat. Unless they do a special move, then they take, 60 points, something like that. It gets real if they use special moves. But normal moves with these dudes take over half your health. Over half your health. There's no room for error. So you have to rely on dodging and parrying. And parrying is basically dodging with the weapon. So you got to move out of the way or dodge with your weapon. Oh my goodness. Chat, I don't really know. I don't really get it. I don't understand. Oh boy, did we move on here? We did. There we go. Okay. So that's the big thing with Expedition 33. I did play it. I like it. It's complex. It's going to take time to learn. And one last thing about Expedition 33, the naming for things, I get it. The naming for magic and skills have got to be different, but that's so complicated. It's a complicated game. You have to study. You got to bring your eInk tablet to the table with you when you play, and you got to take notes and study, and then make flashcards in Notebook LM to quiz you on how to play and the spells, the skills. I don't have the time. Okay, all right. That's my Expedition 33 rant. Now on to tech news. All right, chat. All right, so getting on the tech news, we don't have a lot. Admittedly, it's just January. First thing we got up here, though, is going to be about Apple. And I think the first 2 things we got up here are going to be about Apple. Apple reportedly unveiling its Gemini-powered Gemini Assistant in February. So this is just more news on the Gemini or the Gemini-powered Siri rollout that Apple is doing. I just think this is so crazy. It's like a train wreck. I can't help but watch. We're about to get our first look at the results of the recently announced AI partnership between Apple and Google, according to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman. Gurman reports that Apple is planning to announce a new version of Siri in the second half of February. Using Google's Gemini AI models, this Siri update will reportedly be the first to live up to the promises Apple made in June 2024. I doubt it. Okay, I doubt it. With this ability to complete tasks by accessing users' personal data and on-screen content. Now, that's the thing is, Apple was supposed to bring a secure way of having a personal AI, something that's going to know all of your information in your phone and be secure, not used to train models or anything like that. But we know Gemini uses all your data to train models. So the security aspect of this is out of the window, I think, unless they say something here that makes me think otherwise. And it's ahead of an even bigger upgrade that Apple plans to announce in June at its Worldwide Developers Conference, Gurman says. This version of Siri is supposed to be more conversational in the style of other chatbots like ChatGPT and could run directly on Google's cloud infrastructure. Another hint that it's not going to be as secure as Apple wanted their initial Siri to be, but whatever. Early reports suggest that Apple has been struggling to get its AI strategy back on track. In fact, Gurman says Apple's Mike Rockwell told Foundation team members over the summer that one of Gurman's earlier reports was BS, apparently. But with Google partnership, as well as the recent departure of Apple's AI chief, John Giandrea, it seems the company has indeed found a new direction. Yeah, it's all Google spearheaded. Google spearheaded the whole thing. I just think this is going to be an interesting rollout, interesting situation. I mean, Google's established with Gemini, so it's not going to be bad. It just may not be what people expected from Apple when they had talked about their AI plans back in 2024. This is going to be interesting nonetheless. Yeah, don't forget to drop likes, everybody. Don't forget to drop. I can't even see numbers here today. It's maybe soon. Siri is such trash. Half the time, she doesn't even let me get a sentence out without turning off. Siri's been bad, and it's just getting worse. I hope they do something with it that makes it at least usable. The security aspect here is my biggest thing, because that would be the reason for me to use a Google or an Apple AI over, say, a Google branded Gemini, is the security. I think that would be the thing for me. Mitch says, until I can tell Siri to close the garage door and it doesn't ask which garage door when one is open, it's trash. No doubt. I feel you. That's feel you. It's going to be trash for a while, but I think they're going to make it better. Google's going to make it better. Okay, let's clear that up. Next thing we got on the Apple front is going to be Apple new AirTags. I've been waiting a long time for these, so let's talk about the details here. Apple introduced new AirTags with expanded connectivity, range, and improved findability. We talked about this a little while back, as it relates to the EU's. They have an act that. Chat, help me out. What's the name of that act? The EU act that is requiring Apple to open its products up to more devices or more third-party makers. I forgot what the Digital Fairness Act or something like that. I'll look it up here in a second. But the point is, they're supposed to be bringing They talked about bringing the functionality of the AirTags to other devices, so you'll be able to use it with your Pixel, say. But right now, that's not the case. There's just Apple integrated in their ecosystem right now. But I've been waiting for an upgrade for these because I love Apple AirTags. They are great, and anytime they upgrade a great product that's great already, I'm all in. The next generation of AirTag, the best-selling item finder, is even easier to locate with more powerful precision finding, a longer Bluetooth range, and a louder speaker. Apple today unveiled the new AirTag, a powerful accessory that helps users keep track of and find the items that matter most with Apple's Find My app. Now with the expanded finding range, I guess they're expanding the range that you can find things, and a louder speaker, powered by the strength of the Find My network, AirTag users, it allows AirTag users to keep tabs on their belongings every single day. Since the launch of AirTags in 2021, users from around the world have shared stories of being united with lost luggage, keys, bicycles, bags, and more. Yeah, I think this gave me peace of mind when I bought a bunch of camera gear and started shoving them in bags. I was like, and I know me, I'll just leave a bag laying around somewhere. But with the AirTags, it just gave me the confidence to do things like that more without worrying about the consequence. Even though someone could still steal my stuff, I would at least have a bead on who they are and where they have my stuff. I hide AirTags real good. You'll never find them, ever. With the help of AirTag placed inside an instrument case, a musician was able to locate their lost instrument and perform that evening, while another user was able to find, we get it, you can find stuff. Enhanced range and findability. Apple's second generation ultra wideband chip, the same chip found in the iPhone 17 lineup, Apple iPhone Air, and Apple Watch Ultra 3 and Apple Watch Series 11 powers the new Apple AirTags, making it easier to locate than ever before. Using haptic, visual, and audio feedback, precision finding guides users to their lost item from up to 50% further away than the previous generation. And an upgraded Bluetooth chip expands the range at which items can be located. For the first time, users can use precision finding on Apple Watch Series 9 or later, or Apple Watch Ultra 2 or later, to find their AirTag, bringing a powerful experience to the wrist. So it expands everything. It makes everything about the AirTags better. And what makes this great is the Find My network, right? The network of iPhone users out there with Bluetooth enabled that makes the precision and this whole thing work well. I think that's the biggest draw of this system right here. But through any event, it's the best tracker I know of, and it works seamlessly with iPhones, so it's a no-brainer in a lot of situations. Security features. Industry-leading security features. The new AirTags are designed from the ground up to keep location data private and secure. AirTag doesn't physically store location data or history on device, and end-to-end encryption protects all communication with the Find My network, ensuring that only the owner of the device can access its location data. No one, including Apple, knows the identity or location of any device that helped find it. Designed exclusively for tracking objects and not people or pets, the AirTag incorporates a suite of industry-leading protections against unwanted tracking, including cross-platform alerts, which I think is great. When they brought that out with the original AirTags, I was like, man, that's just great that no matter what platform you use, you can still know if you're being tracked with a AirTag. And unique Bluetooth identifiers, and that change frequently. So that's all great. So I really appreciate this. There's lots of more details. I have all of this linked into the description of the video if you want more details than what I'm talking about here on anything that I talk about here today. And again, if you're enjoying the show, give it a thumbs up. Give me a like. Where we at? Oh yeah, we're good to go. All right, so beyond that, what else we have next up here is going to be YouTube Music now syncs your queue across Android, iOS, and web. Amy, if you're listening, I know it's not Quee. Try to get me. You threw the story in there trying to get me. I know you did. I'm past that now. Let's go to the chat before we hit that up. A thief can pretty easily find an AirTag. To prevent stalking, you can ping any AirTag near you and play a sound alert. Not the best tag for hidden tracking. No, it's not the best tag for hidden tracking. I like the sound. I like them adding the speaker in there. It just makes it easy to find out if someone is and where it's at. Yeah. I mean, it makes it easy. It's easy for thieves to find. But they have to be looking for it. And even if they do find it, I know where it was last seen at. So you know what I mean? You ain't gonna find it right away. I'll track you. I'll find you. I'll find you, The Rock. You best believe. What about YouTube Music here? YouTube Music queue will now sync between your signed-in devices and let you seamlessly continue listening. The new playing queue on Android and iOS, previously independent, though music.youtube.com was able to pull from mobile, which I think, was that the case? I don't think that was the case for me. I tried that a few times, but they're saying it is, so I take their word for it. Now you'll see the last song you played on any device in the mini player when opening the mobile apps. From your iPhone or from your browser, temporarily replaces the artist information until you start playback. Your cues are simply kept in sync with YouTube Music appearing to prioritize the last play session on any device to update, override existing cues. And this is the new interface here. This was never a big thing for me. I thought this did this already, to be honest with you. I think the reason I thought this did that already is because it keeps YouTube Music keeps a section of the screen dedicated to songs that you play a lot. And so it kind of felt like it was tracking what I was listening to through multiple devices even through multiple browsers because of that section. So I think that's why it felt like that. That's an awesome, now that I think about it, that's an awesome section to have. That almost might make me not care about it syncing between my cues, syncing between devices, because what syncs is my most favorite or my most listened to music or my most favorited music is always visible to me no matter what device I'm using to listen on. So that's cool. That's cool. And that's going to be the tech news for today. Be all the tech news. Let's talk about some of the eInk news we got. And you'll see we don't have many or much, but we do have some people talking about eInk. We'll talk about that. Okay, so let's go to what I'm going to be watching on YouTube here before we get to my announcements. I want to talk about the crystal nib here and the Pixel Orange store and plastic nibs and some other stuff too. So we'll talk about all of that. But before I get to that, let's talk about what other people are talking about on as far as eInk goes on the YouTubes. We got put the headphones on here. We got the Boox Hulk here, and what is he talking about today? System navigation, Neo reader, and note settings for left-handed users. It's a Boox tutorial. If he's saying something, we'll listen. Okay. If he's saying something worth listening to, we'll listen.
Today, we're going to show you how to set up your Boox device for left-handed note-taking and reading. We'll walk you through the system navigation, Neo reader settings, and the Notes app, so left-handed users can also enjoy a smooth experience.
Do we know
Boox
this stuff already,
devices offer flexible gesture and navigation settings that can be customized according to your
dominant
dominant
Do we know any
hand.
of this already?
You can go to settings
eInk
and
has
enter
been slow.
system navigation.
Yeah, it has been. So he says eInk has been slow. Do we think it's because the market is saturated, or are companies not releasing devices because of the RAM shortages? I honestly think it's because of the RAM shortages, bro. I think this RAM shortage thing is going to lead these companies to slow down on non-essential upgrades. I mean, because I guarantee Onyx would have released the Go 10.3 upgrade by now if not for these RAM shortages. Boox Hulk has never used the Boox tablet. You can't make me believe otherwise, LOL. We all know this, of course. Now, AI Catherine, on the other hand, she makes me believe that she at least has made herself fluent in using one, regardless if she actually uses one on a daily or not. She knows how. The Boox Hulk don't know how. He never touches the device.
To tweak both the bottom navigation.
Listen, the Boox Hulk never even at least AI Catherine has a pen in her hand. She might pick up the device. He never even touches a device. Okay? He might break it. I assume part of the push to get stuff shipped by Q4 for holidays, then a quiet Q1 as R&D gets back going. That will, I mean, tech is always slow in January. I mean, but think about what happened this time last year. Let's see if there were any devices. Maybe not. Can we think of any devices that was released on the beginning of the year? That's actually a good point. That to make. Let's see if AI can help us here. Let's see what AI says, and then we'll fact check it. Gemini 3 takes too long to load up. It's too many animations, bruh. Too many animations. Let's see if any were released January 2025. I can't remember if any. Wait. Did the Oh, Note Max was announced January 2025. Yeah, Note Max, Dr. Link. The Note Max was announced January 2025. The next paper, 11 Plus. I mean, we got next paper stuff here, so not a big deal. I'm asking this year, this time. So I'm asking, trying to see if sales, if if releases have slowed down from last year this time. And that's an interesting dichotomy. Didn't think you're gonna get that here today. Let's see what we get. So the Note Max might have been the only thing. Yeah. Okay. So we're not too far behind. Jay, good morning. We're talking about the Note Max. The Note Max might have been the only thing that released this time last year, you guys. That we care about anyway. The work is mysterious and important, Dr. Ling. It is. Yo, them together? Can you imagine the Boox Hulk and AI Catherine together on a video? It's cold in Austin, dude. I feel sorry for you guys in the South getting the cold because the infrastructure there, man. I know is hard. I hope there's no power outages for you guys down there. The Rock says AI Catherine will be definitely be inside in Severance. Hulk is on the outside, probably Adam Scott's meathead friend. The only thing that released was the Manta at the end of 2024, and then Note Max 2025. Okay, so we didn't get that. Okay, so that's why this year seems a little bit. We got the excitement of the Manta and the Note Max, right? I count the Manta in that because it came in at the end of the year. I count the Manta in that for sure. Yeah. So yeah, that's a thing, right? That's the thing. All right, let's get back to the let's get back to Boox Hulk and see what he got to say about the left-handed setup.
First, let's talk about the bottom navigation. You can move or redesign it so it sits where your hand naturally rests. If you use the navigation bar, tap Settings to adjust it. Choose Custom Style to remove or drag icons.
If you guys don't know, this is a good tool. This is a good little. He's giving you a tidbit right now for left-handed users.
Or you can choose the 3 swipe-up gestures for system navigation. You can pick from a range of shortcuts under Custom.
I like that feature actually. I use this. This is one of the first things I set up on my device. This is good. This is good information right here.
Based on your preferred
this is like the first thing I do when I set up a new Boox device is I go in and set up the navigation functionality.
With these tweaks, you can create a navigation setup that feels natural and easy to reach.
Absolutely.
Some Boox devices, like the Go 10.3, feature a side function bar.
Can we agree that the Go 10.3 is still the GOAT? And the Scribe in December 2020. Who cares about the old Scribe? Can we agree that the Go 10.3 is still the GOAT? Someone was in my comments in a video a couple of days ago. Like, y'all, listen, the GOAT is still the GOAT. The Go 10.3 is still the best value at eInk for what you get. I think so. Nothing's come out to like dethrone it. The Note Max may be better in specs and everything, right? But as far as the value in the package you get, I wonder if there's coffee in that cup. Absolutely not. There's coffee in this cup. Cheers, everybody. All right, let's go back. What do we got here?
Go to Settings, and on the System Display page, you can move it to the right side for convenience. Next, let's look at NeoReader, our native reading
let's look
app.
at NeoReader.
It also offers settings to make reading and annotating much easier for left-hand users. If you like writing directly on documents while reading, you might accidentally turn pages or trigger tabs.
Who's Ted Cruz?
To prevent this, tap the center of the screen to open the menu
never
bar.
mind. Oh, never mind. I
Then
get it.
disable Swipe Drag Page and Touch. This way, your hand can rest naturally on the screen
definitely the one
without causing
definitely
any
one I'd
accidental
recommend.
actions. Want to read, write, and annotate all at once? Adjust your touch settings. We recommend Mode 6. This lets you do all 3 without unwanted page turns. If the presets don't work for you, you can also create a custom touch area.
Oh, that's nice.
For
I like that. I didn't even know
multitasking
that.
for
Did you guys know that?
You can also create a custom touch. This lets you do all 3 without unwanted page turns. If the presets don't work for you, you can also create a custom touch area.
I didn't know that.
For multitasking,
that's cool.
like comparing documents or working in split screen mode, you can swap left and right panels with swipe slides. So everything matches your habits. Finally, let's talk about the Notes app.
Tech cruises
There
nobody.
are a few small tweaks that can make writing much more comfortable for left-handed users. You can also move the toolbar to the right side so your hand won't block it while writing. Just tap more.
That's new, custom touch area. Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
And tap it again to switch the toolbar to the right. When taking notes, you can use the gestures tool to turn off swipe to turn page and side gestures to prevent accidental page turns or triggering other functions.
Wait, what did he say?
To prevent accidental page turns or triggering other functions.
Okay, dude.
When taking notes, you can use the gestures tool to turn off swipe to turn page and side gestures to prevent accidental page turns or triggering other functions. Turn pages
now,
or trigger tabs.
I used to do that.
Split screen.
I used to use that tool.
There are a few small tweaks.
I used to do that but the palm rejection is so good now. I don't even need to do that anymore. It's so good now.
That can make writing much more comfortable for left-handed users. You can also move the toolbar to the right side so your hand won't block it while writing. Just tap more, add the toolbar position icon.
I like that.
Tap off swipe to turn page and side gestures to prevent screen mode. You can simply hide the toolbar to stay fully immersed in your work.
Yep, I like that too.
Or you can drag it out of your writing. You can adjust settings on Boox devices.
Okay, all right. Good to go, Boox Hulk. If nothing else, I learned that you can customize the touch area for PDFs. I like that. I might be using that. I got a party with Aaron on a live stream last night, by the way, y'all. Be jealous. We're going to talk about you guys' live stream, too. I saw that this morning. We got a video from Dave from Tablet Tech. Talking about, listen, Dave's all over the place. Dave just blew up, man. Everywhere, all over the net. Congrats, and right on to Dave. Like, Dave's the go-to for knowing what tablet does what. He has everything over there. So, if you want to know about eInk tablets, your particular one, Dave's probably got it over there. This is a Scribe Colorsoft annotating PDFs video. I haven't taken a look at this. We're just going over the videos that are in my feed today. But I haven't taken a look at it, but I am going to take a look at it today though, for sure. Like right off the rip. What else we got here? We got see this is how you know it's slow in the eInk space right now. Because when one of the biggest names in eInk is putting out a hiking video on the channel, you know it's pretty slow. Okay? You know it's pretty slow. We got the hiking video, Norwegian. I don't know if he captured all this drone footage himself, but that's pretty impressive. I like that. That's a that's a pro shot right there. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a pro shot. Yeah, but Voya's he's hiking, and that lets you know it's a slow time in eInk right there. Next thing we got is Kit. Again, we talking about calming sounds. That's how you know it's a slow time in eInk. Although he is using the tablet of choice right now for my sketches is the Note Air 4 or 5C there. I don't know what that is. Oh, it is eInk. So he's talking about eInk. I gotta check this video out. So I'm gonna check this video out, see what it's all about. I thought he was talking about ambient sounds, but clearly this is an eInk device that has ambient sounds, which is right up my alley. Take a look at that. See what we got. Next we got Stefan. I don't know. I'm not going to butcher his last name. Stefan. And he's talking about what we got here. The Big Me B7. One of the few eInk videos in my feed today. So I'm going to check this out too. Like right off the rip. I like the name. Next thing we got is, and last but not least, the eInk Roundtable video or live stream. Dave from Tablet Tech. We got Jay from Not a Professional Jay. And we got Ed from Order Option Change, and we got Aaron from 2530 Media. All of this stuff is linked in the description of this video. So if you guys want to check this out, definitely go there, link through, and get to the video you want to see there. I've already liked this. I checked out a little bit of it. I'm going to check out the rest of it after the live stream today. But I'm definitely interested in anytime a group of eInk aficionados get together and talk about stuff. I'm always in. So I definitely appreciate this, and I'm sure to learn something from these gentlemen for sure. What else we got down here before I get to the last bit of eInk news we got? He looked happy doing this one. I think Voya is getting bored with the eInk content. He looked happy doing this one. Aaron, for looking at slow except for the Big Me 10 and iFly Tech 13. Yeah. Well, the iFly Tech. I have to pay attention to iFly Tech now. Because they're starting to give reviewers devices without stipulations. So I've seen, and this is one of the reasons I don't have an iFly Tech and never really dealt with them. At the beginning, they reached out to me when I first started the channel. They reached out, and even at that time, I knew I didn't want to like have my opinion skewed by anybody's. I just didn't want to do what someone wanted. I just wanted to I want to make something. Okay, if you want me to make something using and featuring your device, I will send it to me, and I'll do that. But I'm not going to talk about it in the way they want me to, right? And they're willing to pay you for it. But my thing was, I don't care. I just want to talk about stuff. And if people find value in it, people will show some value in return. So the thing was, they didn't, if you were doing an iFly Tech review, I knew a few things about you. You got paid to do it. And you also had to show them the video before you published it. And they also had say in what was published. I knew those things about you right off the gate, because that's exactly what they're trying to push on to me. Recently, though, I've been seeing reviewers say that they've gotten the iFly Tech devices no strings attached. If that is to be believed, I might reach out to them, or at the very least, I might respond to them when they reach out to me again, because they always reach out. It's like they forget what my stance is, or they hire new people who don't know my stance, and they reach out to me every few months. I get reached out to from iFly Tech. And then I have to reiterate, bro, we've done this already. I already told you I don't give people input on my videos unless you've changed your policy. And then they get back to me. No, I'm sorry, we haven't changed that. Have a good day. So that's my thing. But I might reach out to them again, because it seems like some reviewers I'm seeing in their videos are saying that they got a no strings attached iFly Tech device. If that is to be believed, I'll reach out again. Or like I said, I'll wait till they reach out to me and be like, hey, are you guys handing out devices now for review? Start the roundtable video about 9 minutes after we start to figure out the audio, no doubt. It's always a struggle live streaming, you know. Kid is talking about the Mood Compact, which is unfortunately horrendous. Oh, he's talking about an eInk device? Oh, there is an eInk device video. Oh. Well, he probably knew it was horrendous, which is why he showed us some beautiful scenery. He's like, this will compensate for it being a trash device. The scenery will be good. See, I don't care if the reviewer did what they wanted. My issue is when people blast the company because they don't want to follow the contract guides. If you sign the contract, you should follow it. Yeah, if you sign a contract with somebody, you should follow it. That's why I don't do it. I know me. I'll fall out of favor with something immediately. And you know what else? There was something else that happened in the industry that I thought, this is another reason why I don't want to do those kind of things. Because when you do something and you make relationships with people, the people who deal with you may get backlash because of how you act, right? Like if I decided to blast a company who I've been working with because I just tell the truth, I don't care if they're paying me for that opinion or not. If you're paying me for my opinion, you deal with the opinion you get, right? So my thing is, there's recently in the eInks, in the 3D printing space, where there's a company who's been like dragging one of their employees through the mud because of how a YouTuber decided to talk about the company who they were in contact with. So the employee of a company was in contact with a YouTuber for a 3D printer, and that person who worked for the company told the reviewer, hey, yeah, I agreed the video, you could put it out. And then they put it out, and then the higher ups was like, you shouldn't have did that. And now your relationship with this person is causing you some problems because they're reaching out to you like, hey, my company is giving me backlash. Could you change this or could you change that? They're threatening to like fire me over it. And I'm like, I don't need any of that. I don't need any of that. I don't want my opinion tied to any person other than me. So when the backlash comes, it's just on me. I don't have to worry about the integrity of my opinion, trying to save someone's like job or save someone's like integrity, or I don't know, but I don't want that position. I want no parts of that. So, because I know my opinion on something will change in a heartbeat, and I want to say what I want to say. So, but if you send me the device and just send it to me, and you know it's good, then you don't have to worry about me blasting it. But that's the thing. That's the thing. So, but we'll move on from that. But those are the things I'm gonna be watching after the live stream. Now, I'm gonna be putting the. Let me go here. I'm gonna be putting the last bit of information here. I can't believe I didn't get. Oh, we did. I did get numbers. We're good to go. I'm gonna be putting the crystal nibs up for sale in the store here. Maybe today. So my plan was to not put the nibs up for sale again until I have the Pixel Orange website. Because that's where I'm gonna sell the nibs and the ceramic nibs and all the other stuff. But because I'm waiting for the Formlabs machine, and I know that the material that I've been using to make the nibs it's good, but isn't as good as it could be, especially if I know that the Formlabs and the resins that they have will do a better job. So I'd rather put my version of the sleeve that I'm putting the crystal nibs into and the ceramic nibs into. I'd rather put that version off until I have that machine working with those resins, and I can feel confident that I'm using the best materials I can afford to use with the best equipment that I can afford to get, making the best product I can afford to make. So, but the nibs themselves, the solid nibs, are good to go. Like I'm not sure if I should start selling those on the Rants About Tech website, if I should wait for the Pixel Orange website for that. But I'm definitely going to wait for my version of the sleeves for the Pixel Orange website to go online to start selling those there. And because by that time, I'll have the Formlabs, I'll have the equipment that I need and the resins that I need to do the job like I want to do it. So, but I'm going to sell the ones that I've been making, the Lamy nibs with the ceramic infill. So that's how I'm going to make it. That's how it is on the site right now. Those worked well. And I got enough feedback from those to know that they work well. I just didn't sell those because I just wanted to stop using someone else's sleeve and someone else's nib to make the thing that I wanted to sell. But since it's going to take me a little while longer, I figure a lot of people have been emailing me about when I'm going to have them. I'm like, I have them now. This is not how I wanted to go about selling them, but I'm going to go ahead and put those out on the Rants About Tech website today. So we'll have more of those up on the Rants About Tech website today. Both variants, the Norris and the standard. I'm trying to figure out a way to get the Supernote ceramic into a Norris nib. They're just too big. But I was talking with Aaron today. Big shout out to Aaron for doing a lot of research on this new ceramic they have on Amazon. Those pins have slightly thinner. It seems. I got a few on order, so I'm gonna know exactly what the size of them are in about a day or two. But they seem to be smaller in diameter than the Supernote nibs. If they are, then those ceramic nibs, which I'm almost certain are the same material that Supernote uses and same material that Viwoods uses, which is zirconia. If that will fit into the Norris nibs, then I will start shipping and selling Norris style nibs with actual ceramic in them. Not ceramic because the clear ceramic too, but the zirconia ceramic that Supernote uses and that Viwoods uses. So it'll be essentially Viwoods ceramic inside the Norris nibs that I'm going to sell, because those seem to be small enough to fit in there. Because like I said before, the Supernote nibs are too big to fit inside the Norris sleeves that they ship out. But I'm gonna have those up on the site today, so I'll talk more about that tomorrow and as the week goes along. I probably should start some kind of marketing for it too. I'm not a marketing dude, but I probably should. But again, people have been asking me to when I'm going to have them available, and I have them now, so I feel silly not putting them out, knowing that people want them, just because I'm being stubborn about wanting to sell it with my own sleeve. I gotta stop, and I'm stopping today. What do we got in the chat here? I think the spectrum of behavior. My wife reads a lot of the wrong with protecting your brand. But Aaron says, question, you have a brand. Would you have an issue with how that brand is represented in a negative light? Yes. I don't see anything wrong with protecting your brand, and all of these companies do it in some sort of way. Yeah. Yeah, I get protecting your brand, which makes total sense. You got to do it in a way that's palatable for people, though. You know, there's a way to do it. There's a right and a wrong way. My wife reads a lot of advanced reader copies, and some published houses ask you to delay your review until 2 or 3 weeks after release, if it's a 3-star or less. Okay. Well, see, then that's on you, right? As a reviewer to say, okay, that's cool with me, or B, I'm not cool with that. But then again, you know what? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. They're saying your opinion is your opinion. Just could you wait if it's below this? I get that. And I would be okay with that, because at least that gets me the material. It gets me reviewing an item that I might not be able to review at that time and give my opinion on it to people who wouldn't normally get to review it if I turn my nose up at it. They still get to hear it just a little bit later. I agree with that. I'm cool with that, 100%. Can you make ceramic nibs for the Zato signature pins? I don't know. Let me look up the Zato. I don't know what the Zato is. Zento pin. Let's see what we got here. Are these EMR? Oh, yeah. Yeah, because all you got to do with this, bro. Who said this? Was this Parm? No, that's Javier. So Jav, all you got to do is buy the Supernote refill. If you buy the Supernote refill, you could cut this down to fit right here. You can buy this right here, and you cut it down to fit inside that pin. That most times will work for most people, right? That most times will work for most people. What do we got in the chat here? We don't want that Supernote ceramic. Let's push the Rants About Tech brand. Absolutely. I'll have my own, and my own ceramic will be coming here pretty soon. So soon I won't be using Supernote at all. It won't be a Supernote branded. When I launch the Pixel Orange store, that's the ceramic, the black zirconia ceramic that's going to be there. It won't be Supernote related. So that's a thing right there. I'm trying to find white ceramic zirconia. It comes white. You have to get it black like they do, but I wouldn't mind it white. I would rather that, actually, to differentiate. What else we got in the chat here? Same companies actually wanted editorial input. I'm less okay with. Yeah, if they wanted editorial input, different. Prolonging your actual opinion, I'm okay with. I think as long as reviewers are upfront with the content of the video, i.e. the video is sponsored by XYZ, I think it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I've never had a problem with that. And I don't condemn people taking sponsorship money. However you get your money for the work that you put in, get it. And I think I've gone on record saying that. I'll go on record saying it again. However, sponsorships are not bad. I just don't do them because it's a personal thing for me. Just like I don't think people who eat meat are bad. I'm a vegetarian. Personally, I don't want meat. So I don't condemn meat, and I don't condemn the people who eat meat. It's just a personal opinion of mine to not consume it. Now, same with sponsors. I don't think people who do them are wrong. I just choose, for me, not to do them for my own reasons. And that reason being, I want to say what I want to say. Not that other people can't say what they want to say. But you got to admit the fact that when you're getting paid to do something, that does kind of influence your opinion a little bit. If not, you know what I'm saying? Let's be real here. Sometimes you have to make the Supernote refill longer with some 3D printed plastic. Good point, Jay. Yeah, but it's definitely doable there, Hav, if you wanted to do that with a ink pen. The ones I'm making, the nibs I'm making are more for just EMR pens because they have the standard EMR shape to fit EMR pens perfectly, which is what I'm going for right now. Eventually, we'll get to that point. I already trademarked a name for my pen. I'm going to put it in the chat. That's it right there. Because I figured no one's going to adopt that word. So I'm just going to use that word and make it my own. And it'll be the brand name right there. Eventually. At some point. The iPen. The ePen. The ePen. I'm going for modular. You know, modular's the event of the day. I want to work with Aaron on a pen. That would be fun because Aaron's working on a pen now. Maybe we can throw some ideas back and forth. What else we got here? Crystal nib restocking in the Rants About Tech store today. Like I said, both varieties. When I launch the Pixel Orange site, though, I'm gonna have the plastic nibs. I'm gonna have black, white, and clear. We'll expand the colors as we go. But to start off with, I'm gonna start with black, white, and clear. The same color as the nib sleeves for the ceramic. As long as it's as a ceramic and has a button, I'll be happy. How about a button if you want one, and then no button if you don't? How about an eraser if you want one? And there won't be one if you don't. How about you have the ability to decide what you want for that day or for that week and say, you know what, throw the eraser on here. I like the button or I don't like the button. Maybe you can customize that on a site. You build your own. Framework pen, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like modular. You build it. What you want in it. You don't want a button? No button. Hence the styli. I thought about it. Hence the styli. It's a lot of different pens in one. It's styli. Stylus plural. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. That's what I'm going for. I've already got that name. I've already got the name trademarked. So whoever's thinking, don't try to steal it, bro. It's funny that wasn't a word before. It's like that's like the obvious plural for stylus, right? It's like what? Come on. All right. So anyway, but I'm gonna start with the plastic, black, white, and clear, and then when the Pixel Orange store opens, we'll have the ceramic. And I'm not gonna open the store until it has my own everything, my own nibs, my own ceramic, my own sleeves. Everything will be designed, made here in Philadelphia. If it's modular, make sure you have the parts to go with the modularity. Don't be like Supernote, LOL, no doubt. And I will not go that Supernote route. I will make sure that we have parts at launch. This might be a Kickstarter, actually. I was thinking about it the other day. I was mulling the idea over with Amy. I might do a Kickstarter for that. Just kind of show my designs, show the idea, show the progress. I don't know if I mentioned it. I mentioned that I'm trying to collaborate with a actual pen maker here in Philadelphia, but the dude the style of pen isn't not my thing. I did find a group of guys who do. Check this out. Check this out right here. I forgot what I would love to work with these dudes right here. This would be cool. And I mean, if I can, I can. If I can't, I can't. I don't mind trying. You know what? I can't remember the name of the design company, but I do have a bookmark. Let's see if we can find it here. Oh, no, I guess. Where's the other bookmarks when you need it? I see other bookmarks all the time. When I need other bookmarks, no other bookmarks. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna find it. The mountain of bookmarks that I have here. Why did I think why did I think I was going to find that? I do not know. Nope, that's not gonna do it. Okay, I can't find it. Maybe I'll have it on tomorrow's show. Maybe I'll do it on tomorrow's show, chat. That might be a reason to do it then. All right. What else I want to say about the nibs? I think that was it. I just wanted to mention that I'm gonna have the nibs up on the store for the Norris Digital. I want to have a super durable ceramic for the standard and a super durable ceramic for the Norris. And I think I found the Norris ceramic. So if I get those in and they work in the Norris, I'm going to start selling those on the site. And then I want to have the more cosmetic, Rants About Tech branded ceramic in both varieties as well, standard and Norris. So I'm hoping to have both of those up on the store within the week. But today, the Norris crystal nib and the Norris, or the standard crystal nibs, will be up on the store, along with the Supernote ceramic that I already have on the site already for standard. So if you want ceramic, the most durable one you can get, and you want Supernote, then you can. We have those on the site. They're always there. Yeah. So that's it. Chat. It's been great. I want to thank everyone in the live show today. I want to thank all the chat crew. We got Jay, we got Aaron, we got Mitch, we got Dr. Ling, we got Hav, Parm. Who else do we have today? eInk. Did I say Dr. Ling already? We gotta say Dr. Ling twice anyways. It's just tradition. Who else do we have today? Rob we had today as well. I appreciate everybody. If I forgot you, I'll get you the next show. This is Rants About Tech, where we talk about tech news, eInk news, randomly. We'll do random stuff too. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to kind of whenever. I hope you guys have the time to join us tomorrow, where we're gonna talk more tech news. I'm gonna have some examples for clear nibs too. I'm working on a rants. You guys know I'm working on this Rants About Making channel. I'm working on content for that channel, so I recorded some stuff over the weekend for that. I'll share some of that with you guys tomorrow as well, as far as the clear nibs go. Give you an example of how those are gonna look. Let you know how they feel. I'll write with them, see how they feel. We'll talk about it. See if it's worth doing. Something like that. All right, buddy. Until tomorrow, have a great rest of your day. Stay warm. I'll see you then. Peace. Yes, Dr. Ling, The Rock does get mistaken for you and call out sometimes. That's a thing that actually happens, for sure. And I found a company that does digital pens that will make them custom. Yeah, I've come across those too, but they're kind of pricey. All right, I'm out. Peace.